Look, we made some expensive mistakes in our first day in Panama. $14 for some unnecessary ATM fees. Almost paid $45 for a SIM card, what costs $10 in the city. Spending 1 hour hungry wandering around in a new big city because we didn't know Sundays are different here. And we want to be sure that you don't make the same mistakes. This is not about having the perfect trip. It's about saving money, time and frustration. Real talk, real help. Let's go. Okay, so we travel a lot. And when you travel a lot, you develop a routine. The same steps every time when you land somewhere. Step 1, connect to airport Wi-Fi. Step 2, check the Airbnb and the hotel address where you have to go. Step 3, change money. Or if the exchange rate looks terrible, use the few dollars or euros what we always carry for a backup, just in case if they accept them. Or go straight to the ATM and get local currency. Step 4, figure out transportation. Taxi, Uber, bus, whatever. Every country, same routine. We've done this thousands of times. Panama broke our routine immediately. We land, we're tired, but we know what to do. First priority, local money. We go to the ATM, put in my card, request cash. And it gives me gray US dollars. We're standing there in front of this machine, completely confused. This is not supposed to happen, but the ATMs gives you USDs. This is how it works. I went back to my wife and said, the ATM is broken. It doesn't give you dollars. We have to find the local currency. I'm standing there, standing at these bills, completely confused. This is not supposed to happen. ATMs gives you local currency. This is how it works. I walked back to my wife and said, the ATM is broken. It's only giving dollars. We need to find another one. Or we have to pay for the exchange for the money again. And I don't want to pay more fees. I already was upset to waste money for that. We walked around to find the other ATM, and then this local guy stand close by and laugh, not mean, just clearly confused from these tourists. He said, no man, that's our money, you're good. I just stare at him. Wait, what? Yeah, Panama use US dollars. You don't need to exchange anything. Our whole routine just stopped working. I felt so stupid, staying there with dollars in my hand, looking for a currency exchange for dollars. But here is what you need to know. And this is what actually saves you money. Panama use US dollars as the official currency. A terrible exchange rate. You lose money. If you choose USD, your bank does the conversion. And your bank rate is always cheapest. So this is what we did for all the trip, because my Visa card doesn't charge for transaction fees. But here is the key. If you pay with a card in Panama and the machine asks you, do you want to pay in USD or in your home currency? Always choose USD. Always. If you choose your home currency, US, pounds, whatever, the pay system does the conversion and they give you a terrible exchange rate. You lose money. If you choose USD, your bank does the conversion. And your bank rate is always the cheapest. So this is what we did for all the trip. We use our Visa card for almost anything. Restaurants, shops, transports, shows USD every time. No ATM fees, no terrible conversion rates, just our bank's normal exchange rate. So here is my actual advice. Bring some USD dollars in cash, maybe 200 to 300 for emergencies, tips, small places that don't take cards. But for everything else, use the credit cards with no transaction fees. And the best part, you're not giving money for banks for basically nothing, which honestly feels pretty good. Next, phone and internet. Part of the routine, right? We land, we need a SIM card, we need the internet for maps, to check the address, for almost everything. The airport, there are SIM card shops everywhere, super convenient. We look at the prices, $45 for 2 weeks, maybe a month, Figure it out tomorrow. Best decision what we made all day. Not because of money, because the first few hours in Panama we didn't have internet on our phones. This forced us use the time to talk to people, ask for help, ask for advices. Panama feels different if you do that. People here generally want to help you. Let them. Alright. We asked our Airbnb host where we can get a local SIM card. She sent us to a Tigo shop 5 minutes away. Tigo is one of the main big companies here. There are others too. Full day package. 2 days, $15. $15, not 45. Same coverage. Arrived on a Sunday afternoon. Some streets feel almost empty. But the traffic coming into Panama City, crazy. Very, very heavy. So you get this weird situation. Should we stop with the mixer? Okay. Here's something what we didn't expect at all. We arrived on the first day of the year, and it's a national day off for sure, like in all countries, and a Sunday. That in Panama is confusing. Most restaurants close. Shops, some few was open. Honestly, just enough to buy some toast bread and ingredients to put something on it. And you always can go to the typical fast food restaurants in the train stations and the public areas. But we decide to skip that and to wait. We want to go directly in the local restaurant to taste the new cooking style in Panama. But we had to change the plans. Some streets was almost empty. But the traffic coming into in Panama City, crazy. Really, really heavy. So you got this weird situation where the roads are packed with cars, but then you arrive and nothing is open. Sundays and national holidays are family days here, rest days. Businesses are closed. People are with their family at home and not running shops and restaurants. We walked with our whole luggage around in the streets and looking for a place to eat. Hungry, tired, frustrated. Every local restaurant closed. So if you arrive in a Sunday or a national holiday, this is what you have to know. Expect heavy traffic if you're taking a taxi in Panama City. And give yourself extra time. It will be crowded. 2. Bring snacks. Seriously. Some bars. Something to carry on. 3. Check online what area do you stay. Use subways. Usually tourist zones like Casco Vieja have open restaurants, but with a lot of luggage it's a hassle to go there. 4. The metro still runs, but maybe will be more crowded than usual. Just know, Sunday in Panama will feel quiet and crowded at the same time, and private buses doesn't go so frequently. And if you know before you arrive, it's not a problem. You just prepared. 2 more quick things what are good to know. Panama's tap water is safe to drink. We was nervous at first. You know, in no other country here in Central America, you don't think on drinking the tap water. But locals told us in Panama City, in some other national areas, it's totally fine. The water is treated. It's safe. We drink tap water the whole time. 0 issues. In smaller towns or on islands, maybe you stick to water bottles just to be safe. But in the city, you're good. Save your money. Bring a refillable water bottle. Fill it up with the water in your Airbnb. The next point, the sun. We have traveled a lot. Mexico, southern Spain, Greece and other countries. We thought we know what is strong sun. And we was already good tent when we arrived here. But the Panama sun in the midday is a high level. We didn't think we even needed the sunscreen over the day. It was cloudy. It's because Panama is near the equator. The UV index here is incredibly higher than in other places where we went. So what we recommend is wear sun protection, especially in the midday sun. Doesn't have to be sun cream, but maybe the zinc cream, or you can wear a good hat, something to protect, especially the face. We learned this the hard way. And don't make the same mistakes than I did. Your skin will thank you. Okay, now the good stuff. Because Panama isn't stuff making mistakes and saving money. There are generally amazing things what surprised us. Fresh fish is ridiculously cheap. A whole fish in the local market, 3 kilos, at the same size like a child from my friend. And we're not talking about bad fish. Panama sits between two oceans. The fish is fresh, it's delicious, it's everywhere. We're going now to cocktails. Around $6, totally reasonably. But here is actually what blew our mind. We met someone, a guy from Europe. He lives in a small beach town, just 1 hour away from Panama City. We asked him about the cost of living and he told us under $200 a month. We never expected $200 for an apartment on the beach. Now we don't say drop everything and move to Panama, but it shows you something important about this country. Massive contrast. You have got modern city and infrastructure, the new metro, high buildings, fast internet, international restaurants. But you also have slow, affordable beach life where you can live for almost nothing. So here's what to expect. Stay in tourist areas, eat imported food, shop in fancy places. Yes, it will be expensive. But eat local, shop in markets, take the metro, go where Panamanians actually go. Panama can be very, very affordable. And that's it where you find the real Panama anyway. Not in the tourist restaurants, in the local markets, in the neighborhoods, talking to people. This is where it gets good. Look, by the end of our first day, we was exhausted. Not from the flight, from figuring everything out. Honest, our routine didn't work. We paid $14 for ATM fees. We didn't want to pay. We walked around hungry for a long time. We get sunburned. But we also found something really special. When we didn't have internet and we had to ask people for help, they didn't just point us in the direction and walked away. They cared. They drew us maps. They made sure we get in the right bus, told us what to avoid, how to stay safe. And this is why we're making this video. We want to help you avoid bad experience and have the feeling to be welcome without the expensive mistakes what we made. We are not travel influencers trying to show you the perfect life or some fantasy. We are just two people who went to Panama and made the lesson and day one. Because if you save $45 on a SIM card, $29 on a transport and $14 in the ATM fees, that's $78 in 1 day alone. That's money what you can spend on your experiences and good food and things what actually matters. And that's what travel should be about. So here is everything what you need to know before to go to Panama. Bring US dollars in cash, at least 500 to 600. Skip the ATM fees. Don't buy a SIM card on the airport. Wait 10 minutes or half an hour until you find the small local shops. Save $45. Take the metro on the airport. It's hidden and amazing. $1 to the city and you can speak with the locals meanwhile. If you arrive on Sunday, bring some snacks and expect heavy traffic in the streets. Tap water in Panama City is safe and actually in most other places where we was. Bring good sunscreen or be aware of the midday sun just to protect the important parts. The sun here is serious. And talk to people, ask for help, let locals show you their city. This is where the magic happens. Warm smiles, direct eye contact. And we are still exploring Panama and learn every day new tricks, new helpful advices. If this helped, let us know in the comments. And if you're planning a trip, tell us, what are you the most excited or nervous about? We will see you in the next one.